day. I hope you are all doing great. I am Mom Karen Gray Fernandez and welcome to English Literacy Program. Come, hang out, and read. Char. To start with, let us first determine our lesson objectives. After going through this video lesson, you are expected to identify the different reading strategies, use appropriate reading strategies to meet one's purpose through scanning, skimming, and close reading. And here are some tips on how to improve reading comprehension skill. Number 1. Improve your vocabulary. Number 2. Come up with questions about the text you are reading. Number 3. Use context clues. Number 4. Look for the main idea. Number 5. Write summary of what you read. Number 6. Break up the reading into smaller sections. And number 7. Pace yourself. This time, you are about to read a short story entitled The Necklace by Daisy Mupasa. But before that, let us first unlock the meaning of some unfamiliar words that you may encounter when you read this reading selection. Number 1. Middle class. Now, it refers to a social group that consists of ordinary people who usually have good jobs and are neither rich nor very poor. In sentence, the country's economic problems have affected the middle class most strongly. Number 2. Detest. Verb. To dislike someone or something very strongly. In sentence, those two really seem to detest each other. Number 3. Fancy. Adjective. Very expensive and fashionable. In sentence, he drives a big fancy car. Number 4. Shabby. Adjective. In poor condition, especially because of age or use. In sentence, the furniture was old and shabby. And number 5, poverty. Now, the state of being poor. In sentence, the government promised to wipe out poverty. Now, we have unlocked the meaning of these vocabulary words. And take note that the underlined words in the reading selection that you are going to read are verbs. Verbs are action words in a sentence. Examples: visit, spend, ask, offer, and buy. And there are two types of verbs: regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs are called regular because they follow a regular pattern when switching between tenses. The present tense of a verb is the same as the verb's base form. To change a regular verb from present tense to past tense, you simply add "d" or "ed" to the end of the word. For example, take note that when the action words end with a vowel, "d" is added to change it into past form. While when the action words end with a consonant, we simply add "ed" to change it into past tense. Now let us move on to irregular verb. Irregular verb is a type of strong verb which has some special rules for creating past tense forms. So, these verbs do not end with "d", "ed", or "ied". Rather, they change their forms completely in a sense that the irregular verbs are transformed into an entirely different word. Like, for example, the essential difference between regular and irregular verbs is that while regular verbs have a consistent or fixed ending when they are changed to past forms, as against there is no such pattern followed in the case of irregular verbs, because they either entirely change their form or remains unchanged in the past tense. Now, let us proceed to our lesson about reading strategies. It is the broad term used to describe the planned and explicit actions that help readers translate print to meaning. Strategies that improve decoding and reading comprehension skills benefit every student, but are essential for beginning readers, struggling readers, and English language learners. There are three types of reading strategies, and these are skimming, scanning, and close reading. Skimming. Skimming is reading a text for general information. The reading strategy skimming is the same as read the text quickly. You don't need to understand every word. Rather, try to think of one sentence to summarize each paragraph and look for its main idea. Next is scanning. Scanning is reading a text for specific information. The reading strategy scanning is the same as read the text slowly. Look for what is being asked, for in the question like a specific person or date. Once you find the part in the text you are looking for, then read it carefully. Next, we have close reading. Close reading is reading a text carefully and with purpose. It is becoming actively engaged in what you read by paying close attention to the words, the ideas, the structure, the flow, and the purpose of the text in order to really think about what the author said and compare it with what we know, what we believe, and what we think. And these are the three types of reading strategies: skimming, scanning, and close reading. This time, let us proceed now to our short story entitled The Necklace. Don't forget to apply these reading strategies when you read this reading selection. Are you ready, Tobalites? Come, hang out, and read Char. If you need more time to read this reading selection, you may pause this video. Now get ready with your pen and Purok worksheet because it's time for Comprehension check. Read the questions carefully and choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. And number 10. Good job, Tobalites! And here's another reading selection entitled Effects of Anger. But before we proceed to this reading selection, let us first unlock the meaning of some unfamiliar words that you may encounter in reading this selection. Number 1. Anger. Noun. A strong feeling of being upset or annoyed because of something wrong or bad. In sentence, you could hear the anger in his voice. Number 2. Frown. Verb. A serious facial expression that usually shows anger, displeasure, or concentration. In sentence, she was frowning when she entered the room, so I knew that she was annoyed about something. Number 3. Clench. Verb. To set something in a tightly closed position. In sentence, he clenched his teeth and continued to look straight ahead. Number 4. Stiff. Adjective. Painful to move or use. In sentence, when I go out of bed this morning, my back was stiff as a board. And number 5, consequence. Noun, something that happens as a result of a particular action or set of conditions. In sentence, when he made the decision to leave, he knew he would have to face the consequences. Now we have unlocked the meaning of these vocabulary words. And take note that the underlined words in the reading selection that you are going to read are verbs. Verbs are action words in a sentence. Examples: play, jump, read, talk, and listen. And don't forget to apply these 3 types of reading strategies: skimming, scanning, and close reading. Skimming is reading a text for general information, and scanning is reading a text for specific information, and close reading is when a reader rereads a text with a purpose. Are you ready, Tobalites? Come, hang out, and read. If you need more time to read this reading selection, you may pause this video. This time, get ready with your pen and Purok worksheet because it's time for comprehension check. Read the questions carefully and choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. Very good, Tobalites! There you have it! I hope you learned something from me today. And let me end this video lesson with a quote from Barack Obama. Reading is important. If you know how to read, then the whole world opens up to you. See you next time here in Tobalites TV. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.